Yeah.
This is too beautiful.
It's too beautiful.
So, let's crack a lacking. Heard that phrase today, like.
Somebody's looking sassy today.
Thank you.
What were you doing?
Nothing, actually.
Okay, so you
I
decided
just
to
found
sassy
my
Friday.
day. Yeah.
Nah, I feel you.
Yeah.
How's everything?
Everything's good.
Mm-hmm.
Taking it easy. Had a hectic weekend. Can't believe I'm smiling the way I am. But I'm
You had a hectic weekend, or you have?
a hectic week.
A
Sorry.
week, yeah. I heard that.
And
so
I'm
so-
looking forward to the weekend.
Mm.
That's what I meant to say.
What's happening with you?
Just a series of things. A
Ah,
friend
I see.
is having an event, so just wanna
Okay.
show up. I think I told you I had a friend who models, something like that.
Not really, but
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
So gonna go and support her.
Alright, where about?
It's in the East Rand somewhere.
Oh.
I'm not sure the
Oh, okay.
location. It's just a theater, but
I
I need
see.
to verify.
Okay, that's dope.
And
Yep.
you?
You know, taking everything easy, but like productive week, of course. You know, it was long, just like last
It
week,
was,
but
right?
yeah.
But I feel like it moved fast.
No, it does, but when you're working, it feels long as well.
Yeah.
You know, because you know you're trying to get things done, and then, you know, it's always submissions, this, that. So,
I
yeah.
know, right?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, but here we are, you know, about to record and shit. Okay, we're
Again.
recording.
It's
Yeah.
that time of the week. My favorite time of the week.
Right? Yeah. And then, so yeah, let's get right into it, you know, like that whole topic. I was like confused by it, so
Yeah,
just
yeah.
clarify it, you know,
Toxic
for the people as well.
masculinity.
Yeah.
So it's just this whole thing of like bad attitudes associated with being masculine,
I
or
see.
just like a bad perception
Mhm.
associated with being masculine.
Okay.
It's like,
So
let me ask you something. Like, what's your definition of masculine?
Of course, it's like being bigger than the next person that is, you know, like being better, bigger, more powerful, because it's all related to power. So it's like if you see yourself as that, I believe you're more masculine than the other person.
Yeah.
And if it's vice versa, where you see somebody like that, then you know it's the case. And it's normally the case with also like relationships where the man sees himself as more powerful,
Yeah.
more macho, you know,
Yeah.
than the woman he's actually with.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my
There's like a few people who have taken that, I don't know, definition a step forward,
hmm
and you know, where it's like attributes where a man cannot show emotion, or
that too, yeah.
or you know, there should be like not really violence, but there must be this rough.
Yeah, because it comes with being
That's-
macho. You know,
yeah.
it's like when you show emotion, then you're not as strong as
Yeah, yeah.
you're perceived as, you know.
So like, you know, not everyone
hmm
can like associate with that or identify with that, you
hmm
know. And does that make someone less of a man because, you know, they're not rough or they're not?
So are we specifically talking about masculinity in a male sense?
In a male sense.
Okay. No, not necessarily, because it's like this is why we have a broken world today, because of people don't show emotions, especially men, right? They don't express how they feel. That's why sometimes they feel like they bottle things inside. And normally, what does that do? It actually breeds things like violence. It breeds things like suicide. You know, because like even recent studies that were shown last year that a lot of people who actually commit suicide between men and women, it's actually men. And why is that? It's because of
The
men
pressure.
don't speak about how they feel, because they feel more mature, and they feel like if I express how I feel, they'll know the deeper me.
Yeah.
As opposed to women, where when they express how they feel, it's like they letting out emotions and feelings, and they actually even feel better. It's like even crying. We were actually having a conversation over the weekend with my friend's family after the graduation, that we're just talking to those girls, those guys, So it was just like as the side was boys the side, girls the side. I was like, we were just talking about when last did you cry? Somebody actually brought it up. It was like, when last did you cry? And then the girls were like, today, yesterday,
Yeah.
you know, and they felt happy.
Yeah.
Us, it was like, when last did you cry? I don't
Last
cry.
year, I don't
I don't
cry.
cry.
Dang.
That was it. Like
Yeah.
it's like you wanna have that image already. Like it's like I
It's
don't
probably
cry.
not the case for like the guys who are sitting there.
Of course, and some cry inside, right? That's normally the case. And then it came to me. So because the questions were coming to people like in an order, right? And it came to me, and it was like, do you cry? Or when last did you cry? And then I was like, I don't remember, and I probably don't cry that
Yeah.
much. But I said crying is healthy. You know, so basically I was saying expressing yourself is
Yeah.
healthy.
And I guess when someone says that, it opens way for the people around to actually be like comfortable with the fact that
Of course.
it's reality,
Mhm.
and you know, I don't have to stick to the stigma just because guys do not cry or
Yeah.
not supposed to cry.
Yeah.
I should keep up with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some guy actually, one of the cousins looked at me weird. It's like, how's that healthy? And then I was like, I mean,
How is that not healthy?
You understand? But like, and then I had to explain to him but like I could see the mindset in his, you know, in
so
his
just
life.
a
It's
whole
like,
macho kind
yeah,
of-
you know, masculinity and everything, and just being of a better version of I'm not gonna express myself. You know, and it's a dangerous thing, man.
It
It really is, and that's why we have mental illnesses in this life thing. You know, because a lot of people they can't express themselves and they can't talk. That's why even like in relationships, for instance, it's like communication is the best. And
Yeah.
if you feel like you more mature and
Yeah.
better, and you're not gonna communicate that.
It's actually a great thing that you brought the mental illness
Yeah.
thing up, because I wanted to associate
With
this
mental-
whole toxic masculinity thing with mental health issue.
Mm-hmm.
And when we say mental health, it's not like we're saying you not okay upstairs and stuff like that, but
course.
it's just a set of like attitudes that you have developed and
Mhm.
believe is appropriate to do, but meanwhile it's actually affecting your mental
Yeah.
well-being.
Mm. And once your mind is out, then you're out.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Actually, why I thought about this topic was
Okay.
I was with some guy yesterday,
Alright.
and it wasn't actually yesterday, it was about 2 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think he wanted to take the bus or something,
Alright.
and he was with his friends, and he mentioned a term that because he's a man, he can't take the bus, like he needs to walk
Or Uber.
or
Or something
Uber,
like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And
Okay.
it just like, it didn't hit me right. I was like, in this day and age, do we still think that way?
Mm-hmm.
Are there still people that exist that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
are so enforced in this idea of what a man is,
Mhm.
and if I don't do that, then I'm
Mhm.
less of a man and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So yeah,
Of course, there'll always be, even in the future. You know, it's that mind state. You know, it's the state of mind basically, because like people, or let me just say, guys, right? It's like even, have you seen how egotistic men are? Like, have you realized? Like, it's like sometimes you just have to let down of your ego.
yeah, wanting to be the best
Right,
in terms of
because it's like even, let's say for instance, gym.
yeah,
I look at like, you know, these things are like, this masculinity thing is everywhere. But like gym, for instance, right? There's a bunch of men doing the same thing, right? You know, in quotes, right? You did to train health, whatever. But sometimes it's like somebody would try to prove a point amongst other people. It's like, are you there to prove a point, or are you there to actually
To-
focus on
on
yourself?
yourself.
And also the problem about that too is some men feel less of men because they see him picking up these crazy weights and they're like, whoa, and then people start looking at him, and obviously he gets that ego, that
Feeling,
feeling
yeah,
like, oh,
like-
they're looking at me, I wanted
Exactly,
that, and
yeah.
these are the results, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's just so sad, you know, because it's like, if you could just let down your ego, you know, and I was
You
like,
would just
because your
be
ego
a
can
better
breed
version
your
of
pride
yourself.
and everything. Yeah. So it's like even with your friend or the person you were with yesterday, how they said that. It's like it's a state of mind in their heads that, you know, they'll forever be powerful than the other group. Basically, when he says, I'm a man, I can't take the bus. It's like, I'm a man and women will do it. It's more softer. It's okay for them, you know. And then me, I'm powerful, so I'll do my thing there.
Yeah.
And it's no problem to actually say you don't want to take a bus because it makes you feel
But it should
whatever.
be a valid
But it shouldn't be.
reason to it.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? It
that's
shouldn't be. If
to
you
be that will make you feel less of a person.
Yeah.
I don't take the bus because
I don't want to be associated with certain people in there.
Exactly.
It's okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But now when you say
Perfect.
because it's gonna make me less of a man, like what is it?
What are you
Reducing something
saying?
in your hormones or something. You know, like
Yeah.
it doesn't make
It's
sense
pride.
at all.
Men have pride. They have ego. You know. That's why it's never easy to say that when you talk to your boys, you're like,
Yeah.
yo, bro, I was wrong, and I'm sorry. You know, it's very hard for us to do that. And imagine how better
Things would
relationships would be.
would be.
You know, every relationship, friendships,
You could
everything.
just humble yourself, sit down.
And express how you feel, and not see yourself as a god. You know.
Exactly.
Excuse me.
That's where we make the mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Like we really gods. We ain't God. We just human beings.
Yeah. And
Start of there,
Mhm.
and you will see a lot of things
Yeah.
more clearly.
And also with like mental illness, how this whole thing breeds that. It's like with mental illness, the thing is people don't realize that it's small things that actually become big. You know, they start small, like not expressing yourself about how you just don't like something. That's a small thing, but you don't do it every day, right? You don't express yourself, and somebody keeps on doing it, right? You don't communicate, right? You don't be around the right spaces because you feel like I'm mature, so I can handle it, right? And it's like you don't see the bits and bits that are connecting until they're actually huge. And when they're huge, that's when people tend to explode. And you amount to things like violence, suicide, all of that. Because you didn't realize like the small things that you're actually doing,
Yeah.
those are the actual things that
That are
actually
building
breeding
up.
that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like how when you start small,
It's a lifestyle.
you know, you don't
It's
see,
something that
yeah,
builds,
you don't see the end results yet, but you know, eventually you'll be there. Same with the negative, same thing. Start small, eventually, you know.
You'll grow, yeah.
So, yeah.
Just thinking about females who actually also have that masculinity thing about them, and the whole feminism. I think that's where there's a mistake as to the definition of feminism and as to why you
No,
why you
no. The thing is, I laugh because feminism is another concept that it's only valid when it serves them, and not when it serves the other party.
That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe that's how we should term it rather than feminism, but maybe like a toxic.
Yeah, it is.
Femininity
It is because it is.
kind of
Because
thing.
every time when you hear feminism, it's always about how is it gonna benefit me better and to be the better person. It's okay.
Yeah.
And then every time when now you have to be fair, it's like nah. It's always nah. Feminism
I
doesn't
need to
apply.
be, yeah.
Feminism doesn't apply.
apply.
It has to apply on me, and it's always this thing of it's only as good as it serves me. Until then, it's not good. That's why I was laughing. Because it's always the same with the same seminars about feminism. It's always the case,
I thought you were laughing because you generally not like that concept doesn't sit well with you.
Oh,
like,
no. I'm for everybody being.
Can we just be equal
Powerful.
ones? Yeah.
Yeah,
like this whole pushing of feminism, pushing of masculinity.
Because
Can we just
feminism,
be humans
if you're not
and be
aware,
equal?
it's like it's about making women better than men. That's what's for. That initially that was not the case. Yeah, I'm saying initially that was not the case. It was to find a balance, right? That was that. But now it's more of.
And I think
how can I be better than me? Because we heard like it's even like in companies, it's like, no, I want to get that position. I want to be better than that guy.
They're using feminism like BEE.
Yeah.
How we use BEE, not all of us, but some people are capitalizing out of BEE. That's how some women are capitalizing out of feminism, and it shouldn't be that way. It's just messing up the whole concept, the whole initial idea. That's why we get people who are
it's like it's like even in house settings, like you're like, okay, you don't wanna. You wanna be a feminist, whatever, right, person. So cool. It's like, okay, let's do that. And then now it's like, when it comes to rent, let's pay 50-50. Groceries, let's do 50-50. Property, let's pay 50-50. Everything, right? And then it's always the case where like women are like, no, that's your job. And you're like, but didn't you want equality? Isn't that what you're pushing for? Because why can't feminism apply to every aspect of your life? Why can it only apply when you wanna go get that job? It's fine, go get that job, right? And it's gonna pay well. Maybe it's gonna pay as good as mine, or even better. Why now can't you contribute the same way in the domestic things that we have to do within the household?
I get what you're saying.
And it's always the case of like, nah, it's mine to empower myself. It's like, okay, empower yourself. Okay, so what about me? Am I not supposed to empower myself?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
it
like,
makes sense.
yeah.
True.
I'm just saying, I look at
the purpose.
Exactly.
But then, of course, there are again women who will be like, okay, I'm done with that 50-50. I'm done with that.
I've seen it, and it's a beautiful thing when it happens, because it's like
it all starts with how you're raised, actually.
You can be true, but I was gonna say you can be raised in a good manner. Your parents can teach you right, but you're gonna meet people and you're gonna see things and you're gonna choose your own way.
That's just you exploiting or taking advantage of, the situation.
Yeah.
But I just feel like,
No, it is. It's
raised well.
Foundation is really important. It's like how many people were raised from good households, even prostitutes. Do you think their parents are allowing them to do that? Nah. Right? Because why? They chose their own path.
There must have been a loophole somewhere.
Nah, it's like if you choose, like it's like if you're okay, let me take my household. Okay, let me use my family for instance. My mom taught my sisters to go to church and to follow a good way of life and everything, right? Cool. And that's the foundation she gave to everybody, even me included, right? Now my sisters, my mom told them to actually do the same with their kids. They're not doing that. They don't see the purpose of doing that. Did my mom do anything wrong?
But don't they still have a sense of fear of God, or just?
But like you see, that's what I'm saying. They choosing their own individuality.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody, when you're an adult, you have a choice. You can be taught well, but you have a choice after 18 or 21, depending how you see when you're an adult. So people tend to choose their own individuality. It's like what my mother or my parents taught me. It's like I don't comply to that, and it's like, oh, it's
okay.
okay.
You don't completely brush it off as well.
But some do. No parent, I believe out there, no parent is gonna teach their kids to be a prostitute and be a murderer, and go steal. No parent, if they love you.
Of course
no
not.
parent.
Of course
You understand?
Not.
People choose their lives.
But maybe that's the difference between the guy who stares at you and pulls the trigger at your head, and someone who actually feels sorry for you when you're begging for your life.
When you're begging for your true.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's a good analogy. Yeah, I believe, they always say, charity begins at home. Everything begins at home. Your foundation, for sure. But I believe also we need to be aware of the fact that people choose their own lives. Like even in school, I remember in high school, my mom always told me don't smoke. some of my parents' friends always told them don't smoke, but they would smoke. They would smoke, like, you know, during the school hours.
Yeah.
I chose to listen, they chose to not. It's life. People choose whatever life they want to lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got sense. I guess there's always like two sides.
There's always.
There's always two sides.
Always.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to always, because they always say like some parents didn't do a good job. I'm like, yo man, like if you go back to these people's homes, you'll be surprised.
I'm just saying,
There's
but
so
when
much-
a firm
there's so much
foundation
order.
is established,
Mhm.
even though it may be lost, it won't be completely shattered.
I choose to differ.
I
I've seen people lose it.
Yeah.
People from good fucking households, like people that are like
Because
really
life
from good
happens and
homes.
shit happens.
That's what
and
I'm trying to
stuff like
say.
that.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But that
Life
makes
happens.
the difference between the person who's gonna pick themselves up
Yeah.
in a certain way and someone
Yeah.
else who just gives up on life.
Yeah, true. But like also sometimes how many of them pick themselves up and actually rebrand? Because it's like I feel like once you lead a negative life, it's hard to come back. It's hard to lead a good life anyway, right? So once you lose it, to go back there, it's another you know another thing. Yeah, like it's like how many things have you done that you know your parents wouldn't approve? But why did you do them? You were like, I want to be myself. I want to be me. I want to be happy. And it's like, you know, fuck them. I'm doing me right now. I need to be happy. And it's okay, you know. I've seen, like, I honestly just want to say, like, I've seen people completely lose their morals and values that they were taught from their house. And when you go back to their homes, it's like,
Is this where you come from?
damn, you know, they church people. They good people. Dude, it's a
That
complete
church people
opposite.
that church people thing, like,
No, I'm just saying, I'm not
It's
necessarily
always,
saying good people are like church people. I'm just saying, like, you know, they
Yeah.
lead a
no,
good
I'm
life.
not saying
you
you're
know?
saying that. I'm
Oh,
just saying,
okay.
like, most of the time,
Mhm.
a lot of rubbish comes from that whole church people kind of thing. Just because of the fact that we concentrate so much on being that, you know, straight-minded people and stuff, that you neglect so many things, and this is where people start to venture out, explore.
Especially if your religion is very faulty. If you're in that religion for wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Especially when
Very tight.
money's like your end goal.
Yeah.
Everything that you do, you relate it to money, but you always say God. But you know your end goal is money.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's a difference.
Or like
case.
when it's very tight, when you're not free to be who you are. Just
That too. But
I
being
mean,
who you are as
what's
well.
wrong
It's
if you
like,
smoking in church? What's wrong if you... No, seriously, what's wrong?
you don't see
There
anything
shouldn't
wrong
be
with that?
anything wrong.
You don't see anything, so it's okay for drunkards to come to church.
They shouldn't come drunk, but
What do you
they shouldn't
say?
be drunkards. There's a difference. Okay, I'm not gonna promote drunkenness, but like if you drink and you're
Yeah.
in church,
Mm.
what's the problem?
What's the problem?
Yes.
That's not a place to do that.
But I'm not saying you're drinking at church. I'm
Okay, you
saying if
drink
it's
and then
your
you go to church.
lifestyle, Yeah.
I wouldn't
I'm saying
advise for
like
that,
church
but I'm
grooms
saying,
you
yeah.
to be like this, you know.
It leads you to live a good life, which is always seen as boring. A good church. I'm talking about good church. I'm not talking about these fly by night churches. I'm not talking about these. I'm talking about a church that teaches you morals, values, everything that you need to survive in life. It doesn't even say anything about money.
Yeah.
Just you as a soul to be saved. You know. Problem with the person drinking,
Yeah.
but don't drink and go to church. That's
Yeah,
my.
no, I'm
that-
not saying that at all.
You understand?
I'm not
That's
saying
me.
that.
Yeah,
and I'm not
yeah.
promoting like bad behavior and stuff.
Neither
I'm
is
just
smoking
saying,
okay at church. Like no.
No, I'm not saying you should smoke at church. I'm just saying like you should have, because we're imperfect.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
nothing is going to change that.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we
true.
should be allowed to have our flaws.
For sure.
But we shouldn't be now, you are not that ideal person for
Mhm.
church kind of thing.
No, for sure,
Because you have flaws.
Yeah, because I feel like church is like that institution to actually save you and
Yeah.
build you and better you.
Yeah,
Yeah, true. To be a better human.
yeah.
And because thing is the reason why I understand why they against things like alcohol, smoking. The reason why people are dying, especially now, it's because of such like things like alcohol and smoking, lung cancer and stuff. It's a big thing. It's and I believe churches don't like seeing death. You know, alcohol. People can be fatal from that. People can do crazy things from that. You've seen what people do when they're under the influence of alcohol, right?
True.
You've seen, and the people normally they don't know how to handle the alcohol anyway.
Yeah.
They tell you don't drink and drive. What you gonna do? Fuck that. You're gonna go drive because you think you're aware, and then you get into an accident and then boom, life gone.
Yeah. I totally get you. I'm just like, totally agree. That's what church is for, to be a better version, positivity. I was just saying, like, for instance, my dad's church, I'm not going to mention the name, but if you do something that wasn't right, they will disfellowship you, which means they will tell you to go for a year, don't come to church, blah, blah, blah. And I feel you're just pushing a person further away by doing that than taking them in and showing them the path. You know? Yeah,
I guess according to them, it's like they just basically making you disciplined. You know, they making you disciplined, and they trying to make sure that you learn. You know, it's like when you go to prison and all of that. You know, like it's like that. Yeah. So depending how you look at it, but yeah, it's like my church as well. Like if you get pregnant before marriage and your child, you are gonna come to church, yes, but you're gonna be excluded from a lot of things like youth movement, you know, because you've sinned, right? So such things. So it's like different, you know, disciplinary ways, you know. So yeah,
I see you.
And then man, so that's that. I still want to talk more about it, but you know,
time constraints.
Time.
Like if this was our facility, we could have a 12-hour podcast.
We just push it.
Yeah.
And it's just with music that came out this week. That international Fargo, you know,
Tory,
that EP was great. You know, I like what he did. I like what he did.
That he ventured into that.
What the whole Afrobeat, but he's always done it.
It's like, but I'm just saying, like remixing.
Because it's like even Controller. Remember that remix that he did? No, you know, there was like African Wizkid vibe, kind of like, you know, Afrobeat. So yeah, you know, once that sound became boom, like big as it is, you know, then that's when he started
exploring that. Yeah.
So I'm glad that he did that, and my favorite track is, let me see, I think it's
so you have it?
Yeah, do have it. Here it is. I think I love Jaja, I love Soko, I love Touchdown. I like Touchdown is dope. I like it was whack for me when I
4.
Okay, 4 it was
I don't like Soko really.
Soko is dope, bruh. Yo, that girl, the melody.
Yeah,
it's too much.
I mean, it was okay. It was okay. I wish you did something more to it. I don't know what, but
it's gonna grow into you. Don't worry.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, Touchdown. Even I thought it was trash when I first listened to the EP. I was like, what the hell? And then it played out of nowhere, and then I was like, what? I don't like the start of it. Maybe that's why. But
that's what I feel about Soko actually.
The start of it, it'll grow into you. You see, if the same scenario,
probably
they'll grow into you.
I listened to Touchdown first just because I like that track.
I didn't even know the track.
Is it?
Nah. I didn't know.
I liked it from the remix that they did with Nicki Minaj. You should listen to that one.
Okay.
It's just got this whole nice, you know, vibe to it. Yeah, so that's the first one I listened to. That was really cool. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it was a dope album. Reese came out.
I know, just wanted to talk about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Reese came out. I have Reese too.
Yeah.
I like the whole thing, but We Both Know Better is my favorite track, number 6. I love it.
Yeah.
It's a really, I really would have loved him to be alone on this album. I didn't like the features, man.
I didn't listen to all of it completely.
But like the features were too much, and I get it. Like it's like, no, it's like his squad. You know, your ex Global, Words, MP, the Words, all these guys. Krish,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
So you
It's
just
like the
wanted
squad.
him to do a solo
So yeah, it was
project.
the Wrecking Crew,
He's
yeah.
talented the way.
Very.
He's-
Because I enjoyed his EP, the I'm Only 21
Yeah.
EP.
Mm.
That was a great EP.
That was.
You understand
Until
what I'm
this
saying?
day,
Till this
like,
day.
I still
Yeah.
listen, like,
Even
I
me
think this
too.
morning I listened to
Yo,
another
dude,
tracks.
there's a song I like. I see Shawty after Shawty, and then holding hands actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Even before the video came out, because I remember I was driving to Santon last year. I jammed it in the
Yeah,
car with
yeah.
my boy, dude. Yeah, so
And I think Reese should stay the way he is right now. You know, like
he's
not
very
too much.
appreciated though. That's the thing. I feel
That's
like
the
they don't
thing. But I also
appreciate him
wouldn't
so
want him
much.
to be like a nasty C.
No,
kind
for
of
sure, for
status.
sure. He's always been the same.
Yeah.
If you really like listen to him since Paradise and stuff,
Mhm.
yeah, he's always been the same. It's just that subject matter's changed now and then because obviously guys are like growing, they're getting money now. And
Yeah.
It's like I got money now. They start bragging, but like he's still got it. You know, still a good homie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like what he's doing. I would have appreciated this though without the features of the crew. But you know, he's doing it for the culture, putting niggas on. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful body of work.
But you should definitely consider doing
Uh,
probably the
so,
next one.
I mean, it's his
That's
anyway.
It is,
it's
but
it's
just
his,
like
but
focus.
just him, you know,
Yeah.
just 1-2 features.
And I want
Cool.
a long song.
Just
I
like you
would like a long track.
remember the old the last 2017 the album he took out. Do you remember?
Just
I'll show you now.
remind me now.
Okay, let me just look for it real quick. What was it called? Where is it? Did all this shit on Did all this shit on
Yeah.
You remember it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that album. What was
Yeah.
it called? You don't remember?
I don't remember the name
Okay.
because I just listen to random tracks.
Okay. What's it called? It had your feelings and stuff.
Yeah.
Why isn't it not on iTunes though? Are you crazy?
Okay, yeah. That album. was
No,
fun
man.
to
I
say
want the
about it.
name. I want the name. I really want the name. Let me get it. Let me check. But like, yeah, it was a dope body of work. It was a dope body of work. I'll just look for it now.
Which is the one with Honeydew?
Yeah,
track?
Meanwhile and
That-
Honeydew, yeah, dude, like, yeah, that album. What's it? No, man, why is it not sure? Oh, From Me to You and Only You.
Okay.
You remember it?
Yes, I do.
This one.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, like,
Yes, I do.
that shit was dope, bruh. Yeah. Oof.
His body of work is just always.
Yeah, he's a great artist. But also, I feel like he should just really focus on just growing his business, man. Like, I feel like this guy is like just focused on, or maybe find a guy who can really grow.
There's no
that business.
longevity to.
There is musically, of course, but you see the difference. The
Business-wise.
difference with Nasty and Reese would be Nasty is also smart business-wise. He's trying to go global. He's trying to grow. He's doing shows, like he's doing his own concerts and festivals, whatever. Yeah, it's like Reese is like on some.
Just.
I'll make music.
Making
I'll
money
get
out
booked
of-
off the clubs.
Yeah.
I'll do, ultra maybe when they
Yeah.
want me and everything, and that's it. I'm just gonna smoke my weed and chill. Nah, like it's like
He still probably needs to grow in that sense,
that's what I'm saying.
Probably
If he
him.
can't do it, let me at least find a team that can
That can
actually
do it for him.
do it for you
He just has
and
to
do it
wake up
with you
sooner
and stuff like
rather
that.
than later.
Yeah, because
I feel like if you continue in this pace, no
Mm.
matter how talented you are,
You're
that's
gonna
when
die
you-
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like the fact that you managed to go independent. That was a major move, That was a beautiful move. So then it's like just now focus on growing yourself now. Now that you're independent, you have all this space to do to do
Build a
you.
brand.
You
Yeah.
understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, I mean, but I fucks with Reese. He's not, he's that artist for me.
How do we turn from Tory to Reese? I'm just trying to think.
We're talking about
EPs.
yeah, I think. I don't even remember. You know how it is, like we just
Yeah.
go from this to that.
Yeah.
As long as we adjust whatever it is that we're talking. No, I think we'll talk about EPs and then we talked about how Reese dropped because we're talking about new music.
Oh yeah.
So of course you can't talk about international artists and not talk about how people,
exactly.
Reese did the most, Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's like he was dope. What else? What else was released? That's it, hey? Yeah, that's it. That's it in
the past 2 weeks. That's it.
Yeah. In the mainstream, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, mainstream.
We should actually create a platform. Like, I would appreciate a platform where, I mean, I know we got our iTunes or our YouTubes and whatever, but just that would push, those underrated artists kind of thing. Just
There's Spotify does that now for people.
I know, but I just wish like it was in my face more.
Do you have Spotify?
I do.
You should check. And they do. You know what's beautiful? Like, it's like whatever artist you find, they'll tell you artists related to that person. So, and it's not even like your prices.
But I haven't really.
It's actually a good platform to stream music because it's also the biggest, right? So they'll just not like your Brysons and them. It's like your other underrated,
Because I usually have to do digging to find these people, there's actually this guy.
No, they really do.
Super talented.
If you check out they charts every week, like they'll show you. Obviously, you won't notice because it's like there's Drake. There's so and so and say like, oh shit, Drake dropped. You want to listen to Drake, and then you're gonna skip all these guys.
Yeah.
But I like what Spotify is doing for these, artists. I personally, I feel like they're doing the most compared to
some kind of movement where he wanted to push. I mean, he was talking about how in America people like Element were found on such platforms and they became big.
Even SoundCloud, even though people shit on SoundCloud, but SoundCloud is a good space to actually find new music and new artists, because mainstream artists don't even put their music there no more. Because it doesn't pay, so they don't see it as business anymore. They focus on Spotify and Apple Music, right? But SoundCloud, perfect. Like they really doing the most for these new artists.
Something I need to do for the next week.
So you should really focus.
Venture in.
And say check what's up.
Stop sleeping on them people.
But they pushing though.
Like
I'm just liking the work. It's really dope. So
Okay. Is this the end?
Yeah, that's it.
Of this beautiful location. Right.
Weird people.